Hi, I'm Greg from RV Haulers. I'm going to be making a video today that has nothing to do with RV Haulers. I'm going to be talking to you today about the secrets of Telegraph Cove, British Columbia, and the marinas. It's confusing, and I've been coming here for 18 years, and I'd like to share with you the secrets of how there's one Telegraph Cove, but two operators. Here we go. My wife and I have been bringing our family here to Telegraph Cove for 18 years. And I'm making this video because I've been where you are today. You're perhaps looking at bringing your boat, your sailboat, your yacht, whatever it is, to Telegraph Cove, and it's a little bit confusing. Behind us we've got our big shrimp, and I want to be really clear here. I'm really unbiased. We've stayed on both sides of the marina, and I want to share with you just facts and kind of explain the secrets about this setup. What is the confusing part about Telegraph Cove is there's one cove, but there's two operators. There's two marinas, there's two owners, and there's also two campgrounds. And they're quite different. And what I'm going to explain to you in this video is what those differences are. As I said, we've stayed in both locations, and the marinas are quite a bit different. I'm right now on one side of the marina. There is one that we've chosen to stay at, and there's a number of reasons for that. But let me give you a little picture of the lay of the land. So I'll just show you a drone shot here of me coming into the marina. So when you come in from the water, you'll see that to the port side, there is one set of docks, and to the starboard is another set. We stay on the east side or the port side for a few reasons. One of them is that I'm here on the dock again. These docks are very safe. They're quite a bit newer. You'll see a lot of the safety equipment is here in the marina. We've got LED lights that are along the edges for nighttime illumination. And we've got a really sturdy structure, which is conducive to even some larger vessels. So obviously we've got limited yacht capabilities. Telegraph Cove is not huge, it's very small. We've got a 31-foot Grady, we've got a number of 30-foot plus slips, and if you look down there, even some side tie sailboats are in right now. So remember, two websites, one cove, two websites, and if you're looking at staying in the, coming from the water, the port side marina, you're going to be contacting Tyler and Stephanie Meinhold. Now, Tyler has been living here since the 80s. Stephanie has been here since the 90s. So this is a family run, family owned, and the family has chosen this as their home. So there's a lot of care that goes into, pride that goes into this side of the marina. There's pride in the other side too, but what I'll point out is as you look down the docks, we've got 30 amp power, we've got potable water at every spigot along here. I've seen it myself. They've got a very professional, daily monitored, their own water plant, which is really cool. And the fish cleaning tables are always in the greatest of condition. And the docks are really solid and steady. We've got great side ties as well as not really so many end ties. But this is the marina that we personally choose to stay at. So right now at your back is the ocean, the entrance to Telegraph Cove, and to the port side there's this website. So if you're going to choose to stay with Tyler and Stephanie in their marina, this is their, I call it the campground day office. There's two offices. So there's one that's just a 30-second walk up from the marina, where they've got showers, laundry, pretty decent internet as well, access from within the laundry facility. But you'll find Tyler and Stephanie will spend their time up in that office. That's also where you can purchase parking. Just as an aside, parking in Telegraph Cove is not free. Because it's privately owned on both sides, they do charge for parking. Let's go say hi to Stephanie. So here we are at the upper office, and here we go. Here's Stephanie. Happy to introduce her to you. Again, I've already been talking to you about her. She's been a caretaker and a caring person of Telegraph Cove for over 30 years. I won't put you on the spot, but if you are booking with Telegraph Cove, you're going to be interfacing with Stephanie. So Tyler and Stephanie have a modern boat launch, really wide, lots of access up top. They do control the traffic really well. They've got one side that they dedicate more so towards, as you can see, the dinghies, the kayakers, and the other side is for launching motor vessels. If you're planning on launching your boat at a low tide, I've come here at a different point of the day. Obviously, it's early morning. We've got a very low tide. It's about as low as it goes here at Telegraph Cove. You still have enough water to be able to launch at a low tide. You can get to it. So that's something important if you plan to be launching here at this marina. And the office is up there just above the boat launch. Something else that I'll mention about this marina side is they also have secure boat storage, which I kind of appreciate. It's nice to be able to know that your boat trailer is in a secured location. People aren't going in there and looking at what you've got. It's chained off, it's cabled off, and it's nice and secure. So great daytime parking here. And also long-term parking is available from either of the offices. And they do really answer on the radio, 66 Alpha. You can also give them a phone call. They live here, they operate here, and there's some great folks. And if you look up the hill above the marina is where their campsite is. So up top, I'm gonna make a separate video about that, explaining the two campsites, the two campgrounds. So if you look just past the marina office on the top of that hill, that is the view. Or if you look up there's one of my RV haulers sitting up on the corner. That is where we choose to stay. But again, we've stayed on both sides. So I'm going to have a link to the campground video down below. And I'll talk about campground separately. Let's get back on marina. Let's talk about the marina on this side of Telegraph Cove. So to the starboard when you're coming in, that is the older part of Telegraph Cove. So the very old boardwalk is on that side. That's the restaurant side. The whale museum is up here. The fuel dock is on that side. And a number of very old cabins are available there too. Now, I'm not talking about the rentals and all of that. You can find some other videos on that topic. But what I'm gonna share with you is we've stayed on that side too. Let's go over there and take a look. Marina operator number 2 is Gordy. Gordy is here for a few months every summer. He is an awesome fisherman. He certainly takes many of his guides fishing on guided tours, And this is their marina office. And if we just turn the camera slightly, you'll see there's kind of our dividing line. For that side is the marina that I've talked to you about already. Now we're going to talk about the older side of Telegraph Cove, the historic side, and we'll talk about this marina. No matter which marina you choose to stay in, you have access to this beautiful boardwalk, and there's a lot of other folks that have made videos about this. These are some of the cabins that you can rent on this side. The restaurant is down here a little ways. But let's take a look at the marina on the historic side. This is just a bit of a look-see at what the experience is like on Gordy's Marina. Of course, this is a little bit of an older side of the marina, so you see it's just some shorter slips. And you know, remember, this was designed when we weren't having a whole bunch of 30-footers and, you know, yachts coming in. And I'm just here to share with you just some of the factual conditions and what it looks like. Gordy is always, you know, replacing boards here and there and doing some upgrades, as you can see. And as you can see, there's fish in that ocean, but Bob, have you left any for us?
There is definitely a few left.
You left some? Okay, yeah. He left some for us, that's good. There's some pretty awesome fishermen on both sides of this marina. If you're looking for advice on where to go fishing, you can always look for Big Shrimp, our vessel. But what this side of the marina is, my goodness, you're immersed in the historical side. You can see we're right underneath, right here, the restaurant. That's the view. But remember, no matter which marina you stay in, you have access to all of the amenities here at Telegraph Cove. And I think if I were to just kind of categorize it, this one is a little bit better suited to some of the shorter vessels. The Portside Marina, Tyler and Stephanie's, is a little bit better suited to ones that are a little bit larger. For instance, my 33-foot Boston Whaler doesn't quite fit here, but they're trying to make some new accommodations for larger boats, and I encourage you to give them a call. Here's their website. So remember, one cove, 2 owners, 2 operators, 2 websites. I'll have all those links down below as well. So the grizzly tours, the bear watching, the pub, coffee shop, baking. We're gonna walk by the restaurant here in a moment. The Killer Whale Cafe is on the historic side. And you'll see a lot of golf carts here as well, because if you are going to be staying in the Forest Campground, as I said, it's a kilometer away up kind of a dusty road, but we've stayed there as well. It's got some nice attributes. I'll share those with you in a moment in the other video. Let's keep talking about the marina. What else do I need to tell you? Oh yeah, fuel. So the Telegraph Cove Marina has regular fuel, marine fuel, only gas, does not have diesel. I will say, if you're a little bit of a larger vessel, you may want, just price-wise, do check out your fuel costs per liter. Give them a call. They're fairly competitive here, but in our own vessel holding 150 gallons, it actually pays for us to just drive to Port McNeill and fill up there. But having the gas right here, if you're a smaller vessel, it just makes so much sense. You don't have to be running around. Here's some of the small cabins. We've rented some of these. They're very quaint, very cute. And there's some others all around, and of course up on the hill. More of Gordy's cabins, but he's also got a multi-room, a little bit of a newer facility up top there. But what a cool place. What's special about Telegraph Cove, the reason we've been coming here for 18 years is we personally love the fishing. So salmon, halibut, ling, rock cod, crabbing, we love our Dungeness crab, are all accessible from Telegraph Cove. What we also really appreciate is it feels pretty special. It's you know, you leave this marina, you get out on the water, it's not all boat wakes. You feel like you're really, really remote. And as I said, we've been coming for 18 years. This is a place we choose to come. So as you can see, the boat launch on Gordy's side, a little bit narrower. There's only one launch. It does get a little bit, it's kind of cool, right? It gets a little bit busy here with the kayakers that work out of here, the guided kayaking groups. We can see they're on the boat launch right now. But it's also a little bit, it's a little busy here sometimes. But hey, let's face it, it's Telegraph Cove. It's not that busy. You can get your boat in the water here. Something else to be aware of if you are planning on launching your boat at one of the two ramps here at Telegraph Cove is low tide. So when we take a look at we got a low tide this morning, and we take a look at the launch at the resort, you see that we kind of lose that effectiveness or ability, should I say, at low tide here. Well, thanks for joining me in this video about Telegraph Cove Marinas. And if you'd like to learn more about the Telegraph Cove experience, what I'm also going to put in links down below are just some of our home movies. So if you'd like to see the kinds of things that my family and I have been doing over the years here at Telegraph Cove, check out those links down below. I appreciate you watching this video, and hey, good luck fishing.